Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we're going to do a PCB delete on this EJ20. Stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button and the post notification bell to stay up to date with this build. With that being said, let's get into it. As you can see, guys, it's not a standard EJ20. It's actually a compound turbo system. So we've got a GT35 up here. That's my primary, so the E gets sucked into there. And down here, we have our secondary, which is a TDI 520G. So we are moving a bit of air. So with the breathers, we have a catch can here. So we have both heads into here. And this comes from the PCV valve and block breather. Now, if you know, the PCV valve works on vacuum. So when we're just idling here, or on decel, so when the butterfly in the throttle body is shut, that is open, so it's allowing vacuum to be pulled through here, through the heads and everything, and it's just really smoky on decel and startup. So we're going to delete that and run the hose straight from the block breather over to the catch can. Okay guys, if you're new here, let's go through the catch can setup. So I made this catch can, it's just over 2 liters in volume. So we have down here, we have the head breathers. Then we had, I've changed it a little bit. This one here was the block breather, and then this was the vacuum that went into there. That went into the intake, so it was pulling vacuum there. So we actually had 2 sources of vacuum being pulled, so I think that was working against each other. So I got rid of the intake, so we're going to be taking this line off today. That means we've got a big hole in the intake, which is not good, because that is actually after the airflow meter. I've got the airflow meter in this box here, so we're going to be changing out how this works. So we'll need to get that apart, and I'll put this back on here, and that one can go over to there. So that's being vented. So we need to work out how we're going to get that into there, and I think I know how, but I need to steal a fitting that is in here. We also need to get that PCV valve off. So we need to get this pipe off so we can gain access to it a bit better. Actually, I might not need to, but I'll get my light in there. And there is the culprit. On there, so at 9 degrees it's going to come off. Got a bit of crack in there as well. I think it's a 17 or a 19, I can't remember, but I'll get a socket on that. Might need to find a deep socket to get onto that. You can get that off, and we'll work out how to plug it up. Oh yeah, there's a bit of oil there. There's actually a lot of oil there. I'll find a socket, probably won't even go on that. Alright boys, just got the 19mm impact on there. So yeah, I'll find a 1/2 inch tool to help me get it off. Alright boys, got it off. Still works, but it's a bit sticky, a bit dirty, and I just want to delete it. We do have some numbers here. But, yeah, I've got to work out what thread pitch that is. I think it's a BSP. I'll work it out and we'll get that whole plug back there. Alright guys, I've got a tap and die set here, and it's got a thread pitch tool here, so you can see what the thread pitch is. 1.25 fits in there, but it's definitely a BSP T, because it tapers. Alrighty boys, I've been reading quite a few posts today, forums from many years ago. But this thread here is actually pretty similar, or it is the same. The BSP version, so a parallel one to an airline. So I just screwed that in. I went about halfway down. Now, when this was in, it wasn't in all the way either. So they went in pretty good. Put them up against each other and they run within each other. So they are the same pitch as well. So alright boys, I'm going to drill out the center of this and tap it with an NPT, 1/8 NPT, all gauges and everything have that for a sensor. Same with that. That means we could put like a boost reference there as well, or whatever there. Yeah, maybe an aftermarket map sensor. I'm not sure. I've already got a map sensor, but anyways, nitro. Alright, just chomped it down. It'll be hot. Pretty even. Mainly because there was a little ridge there. The drill wasn't really having much luck with it, so I might get the carbide tip in there. Okay guys, so it's got a thread in there now. Oh, it's not quite centered. Here we have an 1/8 NPT. Let's get it in. So I just sheared the 1/8 NPT bolt. But for this occasion, it's actually pretty good, because now that's the fitting that I get to put in. So I might just clean that up with the angle grinder and get that in. So blocked off, should be fine. There's a bit of crap in there actually. I'll try to clean that out. I'll go get some Q-tips or E-cleans, whatever you want to call them. And yeah, it's a 14mm straight in. Alright guys, just cleaned out the inside of it. Now it looks like I actually got to the bottom of my threads, and that's why I sheared the head of it off. But there we go. Let's install that. There. Hopefully she doesn't leak. Should be good. Alright, so now onto the rest of the system. Alright, so gonna get the airbox, I guess you'd call it. Yeah. I'll get the 5mm Allen key and undo them. Alright boys, so as you can see, got the airflow meter in here hidden. We need to get this off, so let's getting deleted. So I might move the housing into there and have a couple of come through into the actual filter. There's no filter at the moment. Alright, it's off. Let's do that. Alright, we can get rid of that. Wow, looks completely different already without that extra line going there. Let's put that one there. Need to pick up a AC belt. So, this is the fitting I was thinking of. Putting onto the end of that one. Alrighty, got the intake off. I don't know if a coupler would fit there. Alright boys, trying to work this out. It doesn't look as good as before, however I now have space for a filter in here. Yeah, a bit of cutting needs to be done, so it's a bit late now, so I'll do that tomorrow after work. So we will change these around and get this back in there. Alright guys, so I have swapped them over. Got the big hose clamp on there, so it should be good. It's on there good. Looks a lot neater. And I've used the other filter on this one, so it's a lot smaller, so hopefully can't suck as much air and it's not as loud, because it's pretty much all you could hear. If you just walk past the car, you wouldn't know anything was up except for the noise of the scavenger pump sucking. So hopefully going from this massive one, which is actually for that can, hopefully it'll reduce the noise, and also it reduces this, makes the space a bit better in there, so we can get a decent filter in there. And later on we'll work out how to get some cold air in there. Alrighty boys, just trying some stuff. This is part of the original, no, not really the original, the part that goes from the airbox to 3-inch intake there. So I've reused it over here, still in the intake. Just need to find myself a little big fat filter, like a mushroom one. It'll go in there. And plenty of room in there, so it's good. I'm happy with that. It'll get covered up, won't be able to see that. I am a little bit annoyed that this is blue and these are black, but live with it. Alrighty guys, it's now Friday night. It's pretty late. It was like 9:30, 10 o'clock. Well, 9:30. Run out of time on finishing this PCB delete. The only thing that I need to do, I might keep it like that, but I need to block off that fitting there so it's not open, and then it's done. Now I do need to get the fuzz out of the garage tomorrow, because I'll be doing a service on the Golf. That'll be probably the next video. Maybe not. I might spend a bit of time editing the Golf one, and might get a fuzz one out. So hey guys, what you doing? So if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to leave a like, and if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button and the post notification bell to stay up to date with this build. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll catch you next episode. Bye. Yes.